Whoo! All right. High as a kite on Oxy because I broke my tailbone. Here's Ask Tundra Nation. Hey! Hey there, Tundra Nation, and welcome back to the channel. Today on Tundra Tactical, we are hitting you up with that fucking microphone placement. Totally forgot about that. Hey there, Tundra Nation, and welcome back to the channel. Today on Tundra Tactical, we are going to be hitting you up with that holiday bonus that your boss forgot about with a new episode of Ask Tundra Nation. So remember to bring those extra large pants to dinner tonight, and let's start the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our first question for Ask Tundra Nation, and this is coming from Big Fun WMU, one of our favorite people in the entire world. Happy holidays to you, my friend. Is TikTok the best source for info on how to set up my Black Friday wish plate carrier and mag pouches before I go to the range and train? This is an outstanding question because I feel like we could be led down a couple of moderately dangerous paths here. As we all know, TikTok, well, not the greatest source of information out there. Much like Tundra Tactical here, it's usually filled with just tryhards, people who don't know what they're talking about and pretend to know what they're talking about, i.e. myself, and many other, we'll just call them dubious personalities that like to trick you into giving you their views. So what I would say is probably not. However, you gotta stunt for the gram. So after you found a proper source of training, maybe on YouTube, maybe, I don't know, a firearms blog post or watching their stuff on YouTube, they kind of know what they're doing. You can take all that information, get super fancied out, right? Get up to that range counter, full kit, helmet, plate carrier, all of it Chinesium as frig like this, you know, this thing's just plastic. And get up there and just blow everybody away. Not literally. That could have been phrasing. You get out there, you get maybe another person, you know, so you don't get a shoot in selfie mode and, you know, go like rifle in one hand, selfie mode in the other. I think the range officers might feel a little strongly about that. But you bring somebody else with you, they get you, remember, vertical video for the gram, horizontal video for everything else. That's just a pro tip for life there. And you get out there and you have a grand old time. But most importantly, you have to look as cool as humanly possible by doing that. And you're not really gonna find that on TikTok for training. The one TikTok that I have ever consistently watched, this could be dangerous here, is Scott's TikTok from Kentucky Ballistics, because it's absolutely hilarious. And I would highly recommend checking that one out. I should also let you guys know I am doing this video while less than sober because I spent the day in the ER yesterday treating a injury that I acquired about a week ago. And it was incredibly painful. So yay, Percocet. If it sounds a little weird this time around, I apologize, but we're just gonna roll with it. Our next question, holiday themed even, coming in from Uncle, not Uncle Cushion, but our new Discord member, Uncle. He says, as a fellow You Betcha resident, i.e. Minnesota, what places are you mostly looking for great Black Friday pew-pew deals? Are they all online, or will you be checking out local stores too? So unfortunately, here in the Twin Cities, there's not a lot of usually great options for Black Friday deals outside of like the generic stuff. I've talked to a lot of people and they always tell me these awesome stories about how they get actual cool guns that go on Black Friday deals. But the best thing that we really have up here is like a Cabela's or, you know, some other big box store retailer that actually participates on a large scale Black Friday deal. Usually with the smaller gun shops, they'll do a little thing here or a little thing there, but it'll be on an accessory or it'll be on, you know, some thing that you're not really that interested in. You know, maybe a couple of magazines, or, you know, they might have some like off-brand box of ammo that they can't shift, so they put it on sale. So yeah, unfortunately there's not a whole lot. I would say mostly online would be where I'm looking. If you go to a Cabela's even, you're kind of wasting your time because the stuff that they put on Black Friday deals, if you ever find anything on sale on sale at Cabela's, it's because they have about 700 of the fucking things in the back and they can't sell them any other way, i.e. your Ruger LCPs and LCRs. Those always go on sale. I guarantee you right now, if you were to pull up the Black Friday ad for Cabela's, there'd be a Ruger LCP, an LCR, an original generation, a Gen 1 Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, some form of Savage Axis 2 rifle, and the Savage 220s, and possibly the 212s. Guys, look it up and comment down below how many of those I got right. But I can almost guarantee you, and there's a very specific reason for that. They can't sell them any other way, so they're trash. The best possible places that you're gonna find are the best possible deals that you're gonna find are probably gonna be online. So you got Black Friday and Cyber Monday to look forward to. So that's your pro hot tip for you, coming from a guy who's worked Black Friday at a Cabela's. Oh boy, don't go there. Coming in for question number 2 from Big Fun. It's question number 3, but it's his question number 2 from Big Fun WMU. He says, you used to work at a major outdoors retailer. I just said that. What's the best thing to scream at those lazy gun counter employees at the store to get me a box of that Black Friday special price 9mm that everybody knows they keep stashed in the back until you scream just right? So it is no secret. I've made it no secret that when I did for the year, a little over a year that I worked at Cabela's, when Black Friday came around, it was pretty much right. I'm trying to think if it was right at the beginning of COVID or if it was right before. Regardless, it was a fucking madhouse. And I'm cursing here because I don't care what YouTube has to say. I feel strongly about this. It was a fucking madhouse. It was chaos. There were probably 400 to 500 people outside of the doors at the Rogers Cabela's that day. And every single, did they go for a cool new shirt? Did they go for outfitting gear, new boots? No, every fucking one of them came to the firearms counter. And of course they're all pissed off. So you know what I did to make myself feel better? I showed up to work early that day. And I went through and I bought like 2,500 rounds of 9mm right off the shelf. So I could say, fuck you to the rest of those jerks that were gonna be treating me like shit the rest of the day. So I'll say, if I'm to answer this question properly, you gotta do your research. You gotta do some recon. And what that means is you gotta develop a relationship with some of those gun counter guys. So go in there on the, off days, the less busy days. If you got a goofy work schedule, go there when everyone else is at work and get to know your guys, right? Get to know the guys behind the counter. And then once you get to know them, find out what they like. For me, I'm a big hockey fan. I like the Minnesota Wild. So if, you're 200 people back in line and I hear, Kirill Kaprizov is the best hockey player in the world, which obviously that's not true, but it would get my attention and I would be excited to help you out. And maybe, just maybe, sell you a slightly marked up version of that in the back parking lot of the 9mm that I got earlier that day. With the holidays afoot and Black Friday almost here, today's sponsor, Optic, is a great place for optics, rangefinders, and even firearms. Their inventory is tracked in real time, so if it says in stock, believe it or not, it's actually in stock. None of this dropshipping nonsense. Everything gets shipped the same day with East Coast time restrictions, and their red shipping offerings provide 1 and 2 day delivery commitments at no extra cost. We've all had that holiday order that's been FUBAR from the start, but when you call Optic, you're gonna get somebody who can help and steer you in the right direction to prevent issues that you've faced in the past. So obviously none of us will be answering the phones. They do have a popular program for law enforcement and military or outfitters and guides that can be found on their site in the link down below. Now, I was browsing through the site and found plenty of good deals for Black Friday tomorrow, so check them out. If you click the link, I'll be sure to be nice to my writers and allow them 1 piece of turkey this year. All right, now that we've got the ad break out of the way, we're gonna move on to Darth's question. And Darth wants to know, you have procrastinated on getting a turkey. This actually isn't really, oh no, it is a question. You've procrastinated on getting a turkey. Now it's Thanksgiving and you're at the store and there's only 1 turkey left. And a mob has formed. Eesh. You do make off with the turkey, but everyone wants to know, how did you do it? Well, there's a very simple answer to this, but it requires a little bit of setup. You guys ever see the old, I think it was the Trunk Monkey bit for, it might have been Saturday Night Live or whatever, but the bit was, somebody tries to steal your car. There's an automatically deploying trunk monkey that pops out and beats them like with a baseball bat or something. I have one of those, but it's slightly modified. It's a turkey Mose. I don't know. It's a backpack that you wear around with you in not necessarily lethal force situations, but situations where it can get kind of dicey, but you don't want to step it up to, you don't want to have to be in any situation where you have to employ lethal force, but you still might have to, say, listen, people, back off, because I have a Mose. And if you guys don't know who Mose is, he's a good friend of mine. He plays games with us pretty much every single day over on the Tundra Gaming Live Twitch channel. You can find that at twitch.tv/Tundra Gaming Live. We do stream from 5 to 9 p.m., 6 days a week, and it's a lot of fun. But if you've ever watched me play with him, the amount of noise that he makes, the amount of, the only way I can describe it is ludicrous threats, like, normally, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. That's not Mose. He says the wildest and craziest shit, and it's gonna get people's attention, and it might thin the herd a little bit. So he's also very small, so you can pick him up with two hands and carry him around, and he exists solely on White Claw. He doesn't require much maintenance. So as long as you lubricate the insides with some White Claw every now and again, you shove him in the backpack, you head out to the store, and when those people start giving you the guff, you take out Mose, and he's just like, and they just split. You walk up, you grab that turkey, you go home, and you have a good time. Your wife is happy with you because you look like you provided for the family, and you can give that cute little guy a pat on the head and maybe feed him a little bit of stuffing afterwards. There was no innuendo in that statement, I promise. The next one is coming from Dr. Catmilk, and Dr. Cat, actually, this is kind of a combo because it all involves turkey demolition, I guess. I don't know how else to say it, but there's a single answer to all of this. Dr. Catmilk starts it off by wanting to know, how many dragon breath rounds does it take to cook a 15-pound turkey? Thawed, of course. Thank you, by the way, for providing the thawed versus non-thawed. It's a very, very different cooking situation. Wolfsteel then goes on to say, how much napalm should be used to cook a 25-pound turkey? Now, we can assume that if it does stick to kids, it's probably going to stick to turkey as well, considering it's a fleshy substance. Well, it's not a fleshy substance, it is flesh. He also says, is Willie Pete too spicy for seasoning a ham? And he also says, here's a Christmas one. Oh, we'll go with that one next. But is Willie Pete too spicy for seasoning ham? To answer all of those questions, I would refer you to another YouTube channel full of crazy MFers. Two crazy MFers called Ordnance Lab. And Ordnance Lab, this is a call out to you guys. I want to see these questions answered. How many Dragon's Breath rounds does it take to cook a 15-pound turkey? Thawed, of course. And how much napalm should you use to cook a 25-pound turkey? It does not specify if it's thawed or unthawed. John, I will be waiting for your response, and I can't wait to see it. Here's to you guys. Wolfsteel then follows it up again with this one. Here's a Christmas one. Your Secret Santa at work is full of anti-gunners, but you put a stripped lower receiver on your wish list. How long until HR is calling you in? That's a simple question. Yesterday, before this even happened, because I guarantee you that if I were in like a normal work setting, most of my coworkers would probably be terrified of me to begin with. And think that I am some kind of psychotic weirdo, because even in this world, I still get that. So yeah, I probably wouldn't even make it to the Secret Santa. Yeah, there's no good answer to this one. I would have been fired a long time ago. Following that question up, we have Clearest Sky. He says, if no hunting restrictions were in place, what is the rifle caliber you think most people would use to go turkey hunting? Which of your friends would most likely pull out the 300 Winchester Magnum? I think the obvious answer to that one would be 300 Blackout, just because it's relatively low velocity if you shoot subs, still get great range out of it. I'm answering this question correctly. That's weird. But yeah, 300 Blackout I think would be a hands down choice. You can suppress it, shoot the subsonics out of it. It still hits like a truck. You'll definitely get your damage in. And you could probably shave that turkey's head clean off. I mean, I'm sure you can do that with a shotgun too, but it'd be so much easier hunting turkey with a 300 Blackout. I don't know. I've never hunted turkey before. If you guys don't know, I'm not a big hunting guy. I don't mind hunting. I just am extremely easily bored. And me sitting in the woods up here in Minnesota, where it's usually significantly chilly for an extended period of time, well, that just does not sound like a good time to me. Not to mention the fact that most of where I used to hunt was a very restrictive area, and we could only use shotguns, like slugs for deer and stuff like that. So never really had a good time, but I would use a 300 blackout, and I think that might help me have a little bit more fun. The guy who would pull out the 300 Winchester Magnum, oh, this is a tough one, because I have a lot of friends that are idiots and would probably disintegrate a turkey right off the bat, not even give it a chance. I would have to say either Volk or Cole, the two guys that appeared in the One Chip Challenge video, or the two guys who participated in the One Chip Challenge video that we put out a couple of months back, because they are bigger idiots than I am, especially that Cole guy, and they like to meme hard. So yeah, that would be my choice. Cole and Rome, or Cole and Volk, would be the guys that go ahead and rip a turkey into a million pieces with a 300 Winchester Magnum. Closing out the list of questions this week, guys, we have Mark Spivey, another one of our favorites, and he is asking us, if you could start any new tradition for Thanksgiving, what would it be and how would you introduce it? Fantastic question, my friend. I actually thought most of these I just read totally blind. Like, I'll look at them, I'll put them into a list, but I won't really think about them, so I can just ramble on for like 25 fucking minutes. But this one I actually thought about, and somebody had mentioned it. I don't know who to give credit to, but a while back, we experimented with the Tundra Fan Meetup, and it was actually a huge success. We had it at a local gun range here called Stock and Barrel. Had like 50, 60 people show up. We had machine guns, a bunch of cool stuff. It was catered by a professional chef who I knew, who also worked there. And we had an unbelievably good time. But somebody in our Discord, by the way, there's a link down below that you can follow to get in there too. It's a good time. Somebody in our Discord mentioned a Tundra Thanksgiving dinner, or like a Tundra, Thanksgiving meetup type of deal. And that sounds freaking awesome. I'm sorry, my legs itch because I'm fucking sweating because of this oxy that I'm on right now. Prescribed, by the way. Prescribed. I've got a prescription. I do. Anywho, back to, I'm getting distracted. I apologize. I would do like a big, grandiose, like Tundra Thanksgiving shoot and dinner. We could go down to one of our old ranges or one of our old shooting spots down in southern-ish, well, southern, like, not southern Minnesota, but like mid-Minnesota, southern mid-Minnesota, I don't know. And we could take you guys out. We could have a humongous dinner. You know, just a giant, for all you non-Midwesterners out there, just a giant potluck. Everybody brings, something, and we could take you out to this really cool place where we can shoot out to essentially 2,000 yards or 2,000 meters and have an awesome time with a ton of cool guns and a ton of great food. Hopefully we get, 100 people out there and just fuck shit up. And that's all I got to say about that. I wish you guys the absolute best holidays here. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Like I said earlier, don't forget to wear the extra large pants to dinner tonight so you can pop that button and still feel comfortable. Don't forget to join us next week when we still don't know what the fuck we're doing. Bye.